Hi, I'm Dawn. This is Devos with Dawn, and it's a Wednesday. I've been thinking about when my youngest child, Reese, was born. He weighed 9 pounds and 1 ounce, and I liked him anyhow. He was a big baby, and he was a week old when I first took him to church. I took him because I had this idea of this great outfit that I had, and it was so sweet. It was white a onesie with little feet in it, and it had a bear applique on the front in light blue, and it was cute. But what I really loved about it was that there was this little hat, and it had these tiny little ears that matched the bear applique on the front. And I was so excited about him wearing that the first time he got to meet people. And it had to happen fast because he weighed 9 pounds and 1 ounce. And so he was about a week old when I got up and got the girls ready, and I got myself ready and got Reese ready, and we were on time. I was pretty self-impressed. And then as we were getting ready to walk in, we were in Arizona, and we were walking across the parking lot toward the high school where we were having worship services at that time. And I heard a sound from him that I'd never heard before. I heard this cry that was terrible, and I had no idea what it was. See, he had two doting older sisters and two parents who loved him, so he really didn't ever need to express much. I mean, he had made noises about, I'm awake, or maybe I'm a little uncomfortable because I'm wet, but it never was very much because, we were all paying attention. And we're walking in, and he is crying, and he is inconsolable. And so I found a patch of shade, and we sat down, and I went through all the standard things. Is he dry? Yes. Is he hungry? No. What is going on? Is he pinched by something in the car seat? Nope, that was not it. He laid there screaming. His little face was red and sweaty, and tears were coming out his eyes, and he could hardly catch his breath. And I suddenly realized, oh, it's the hat. It's got to be the hat. I took the hat off, and he calmed down pretty quickly. Oh, it's the hat. I loved that hat. The hat was part of the plan. So I did a few other things, made sure he was cooled off, and then I tried to sneak the hat back on. And immediately, he was inconsolable. It was not very much fun for him. And the wail of pain convinced me that the hat needed to come off. I put it on. I had to be the one to take it off because he couldn't. There's a wail right now, and it's coming out of the soul of our Black communities. We plugged our ears when we engaged in human trafficking to build this country's economics on plantations. And we were quiet when we noticed that there were separate water fountains, and we hummed loudly when we elevated our own status by employing domestic help and then treating them poorly. We were satisfied to assign 3/5 value to a life adorned with darker skin than ours. And then I realized later that that was even done on the assumption that it would help political power in certain states by having just a little bit more population to get more representation. We, in our uncomfortableness and our ignorance and our fear, shove the hat right back on through all of these things. We look at them, we ignore them, we go on our way. We've heard this phrase, Black Lives Matter. And then I've heard a rebuttal that says, all lives matter. And it's true, all lives do matter. But I heard this amazing analogy just recently because I've been thinking about these statements and what I think and what it means and what's behind them. And somebody recently posted this great analogy that says, all bones matter. But when you have a broken bone, you give special attention and help to that bone. I heard another analogy that said, can you imagine running into a cancer benefit and yelling, yeah, but there are other diseases too? See, it's true. There are. But saying Black Lives Matter doesn't mean the same thing as saying white lives don't matter, or Asian lives don't matter, or Latino lives don't matter. It's just saying we're acknowledging that there is a special pain right now in these lives, that for centuries there's been oppression, that our African American brothers and sisters have experienced misunderstanding and grief. They've had wave after wave of dismissal and loss crash over them. And it's happened for much too long. And they can't breathe. The hat is too tight, and we have got to be the ones who help take it off. We need to look at restrictive actions and attitudes and policies which cause pain and despair. We need to look at those in ourselves and in our culture and in our assumptions and in our religion. We have to look at them. We have to be honest. We have to filter everything through do unto others as you would have others do unto you. And then really stand in the place of those who are experiencing this in ways that we will never understand. And even though I can't understand what it's like for the lives of Breonna Taylor or Ahmaud Arbery or George Floyd, I'll never understand, really, their pain. But I want to stand in solidarity with them. And when I read Psalm 13, and I try to imagine what these words would be like for them, it makes it a different psalm. How long, O Lord, will you forget me forever? How long will you hide your face from me? How long must I bear pain in my soul and have sorrow in my heart all day long? How long shall my enemy be exalted over me? Consider and answer me, O Lord my God. Give light to my eyes, or I will sleep the sleep of death. And my enemy will say, I have prevailed, and my foes will rejoice, because I am shaken. But I trusted in your steadfast love. My heart shall rejoice in your salvation. I will sing to the Lord, because he has dealt bountifully with me. May the Lord deal bountifully with us and through us. May others feel the bounty of God's love and care and justice, because we are focused on God's love and care for all.